founded the CAF and invested in the CAF in 2021. I think they've come to some sort of agreement, some sort of partnership, and only 2 years later, around October/November time, have they agreed to bring Potter Paper in. So Potter Paper had no involvement in the CAF for the first couple of years. Allegedly, this is what my man's telling me. So whatever's happened now behind the scenes, Potter Paper and Danny have low-key just tricked my man out of his position, and they've kind of bullied him out of the CAF. My man's telling me that from the first couple of months of Potter Paper being there, the CAF made like a quarter M. But they've obviously, as I said, they've tricked my man out of his position. They're not rating his thing. They're trying to like push him out of the scene, and they haven't paid him nothing. They're not paying him. They're trying to replace his staff. They're trying to change his name on the lease and whatnot, and the building and the paperwork and all this shit, all the lawyer stuff. But I'll get into that in a minute. But they're basically trying to muscle him out for whatever reason. My guy's telling me that the CAF was turning over like a clean quarter M, 200 bags, whatever, in the first few months of Potter being there, and they've only paid my man like 8 bags. You know what I'm saying? Now my man is running out of peas. He's a good youth apparently. Not like he's not like scared or he's not soft. I'm not trying to say he is, but he's like a good guy. You feel me? And he obviously don't want these problems. But obviously he's frustrated because he's meant to get at least a 33%. If my man's an original founder, he's meant to get a clean 33%, a minimum. Obviously I don't know the splits. It's got to be at least a third, isn't it? Surely at least 33%. But they're paying him. They're lowballing him, paying him like 8 bags or whatever. Now where the problem lies is that because my man invested early, anything to do with like police or paperwork or laws and things like that, it's in my man's name, innit? It's alleged that, and I'm hearing that Potter and this Danny Donny or whatever, these other men who are trying to muscle their way in, have involved this girl called Lucy. I don't know if Lucy's one of their managers or something, but I hear this name Lucy flying around a lot, especially around Tenerife, especially with everything that's been going on in the news. I don't actually know specifically who Lucy is. I don't know her surname. I wouldn't put her surname out there anyway. I don't know, but apparently they tried to use this Lucy girl to kind of like exchange the name on the paperwork without the actual owner being there. And we know that's dodgy, man. We know that's booky. Yeah, if you're gonna exchange names, if you're gonna exchange property or ownership of something, the person who actually owns it has to be there. But apparently they're really trying to trick man out and like get the paper. Specifically with me in Glastonbury when their man approached me. Yeah, the man them that I told you had robbed Potter Paper store, she was with me, yeah? So I voice noted her saying, fam, some weird developments have happened after I dropped this video on Potter Paper. And I explained the situation, yeah? I'm gonna explain it here, right now on video to clear up any confusion, bro. We're gonna clear up any flipping confusion because I'm just getting annoyed, bro. It's one of them ones where I'm just starting to get a bit irate. Everyone's got the wrong end of the stick, yeah? Let me make this very clear. The video I did yesterday has absolutely nothing, I repeat, listen to what I'm saying, it has nothing to do with Jay Slater or his death, disappearance, anything like that, bro. Let me make this so abundantly clear. I'm actually going to spell it out for you in such simple terms. 5 weeks ago, or 6 weeks ago, whenever it was, Potter Paper store got robbed. That was it. Jay Slater hadn't gone missing at this point, I don't think. Whatever, whatever. The store got robbed and people filmed it and it was on the internet to be scrutinized. I came across it and I did a video on it and I mugged them off. I was like, fam, who are these clowns like robbing the store and this, that, and yeah, this is pathetic. They must be jealous, etc., etc. Now I've realized I've met them now in real life. I don't think they're clowns and I respect them for the way they approach the situation. As I said, I've now met the man that did it in Glastonbury. And they've told me, listen, the reason why we actually robbed the thing is because Potter Paper has muscled in on the CAF and mugged my friend off and not paid my friend. That's it. That's the be all and end all. That is it. And within that, they also said, oh yeah, a girl called Lucy is trying to basically swap the contract out from my friend's name to their name, Potter's name, and etc., etc. That is it. That's it. They never told me that Lucy's connected to Jay Slater. They never told me Lucy's connected to a mad thing going on. I've just heard the name here and there from like comment sections. That's it. I'm not on TikTok. I'm not invested.
What you said before. So then taste it then. I don't know what curry you think this is, but this ain't not.
Who said?
He fell off the thingy. Do you know what I'm saying?
He fell off the thingy.
Whether someone pushed him or I don't know that. Do you know what I'm
Whether someone pushed him, I don't know that.
saying? And it's so mad that people could be saying, oh, this and that happened. And do you know what's mad? Like, I can't say in 1,000,000% they're right or they're wrong. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you can prove someone's fell and hit something, but what you can't prove what's happened prior to that. Do you know what I'm saying?
You can prove that someone's fell and hit something, but you can't prove what's happened prior to that. What do you mean they can't prove what's happened prior to that? How do you